Hey Eddie. Okay, so I'm going to be explaining elimination method with linear equations. And so, if you look at the screen, it has the steps to follow. There are 5 easy steps, and we're going to follow the steps and we're going to solve our examples. Okay, so let's get started. Good example number 1, and let's do step 1. It says to get the equations elimination ready. Okay, what's elimination ready mean? It means that they're in standard form. Standard form means that my variables are on one side of my equal sign. See my arrow? And the constants are on the other side of my equal sign. So on this side I have all the letters. On this side I have all the numbers with no letters. Okay? So once I have my equation in standard form, I'm ready. It's elimination ready. I'm ready to eliminate. Here's the problem. We have 2 equations and 2 variables, and that's too much. So we need to eliminate something. And so we're going to eliminate one of our variables using the fact that opposites get rid of. So look at number 1. I have negative 2y and positive 2y. Those are opposites. They're both 2y essentially, but one's negative and the other one is positive. So I have opposites. And the good thing about opposites, they form a zero pair. They cancel each other out. So what I want to do now, I found my opposites. I'm going to cross them out and I'm going to get ready to add. So here is me taking my opposites from number 1 and I'm crossing them out. Okay? Cross out both of the opposites because they cancel each other out. I have eliminated them, hence elimination method. Now that I've eliminated them, now I'm ready to add. Because after you cross out, the next step is to add. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to get ready to add. So here, made a little line. And I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to add a plus sign. Move it over a little bit. Okay, so now I'm ready to add. Let me put my other opposite. It got a little bit messed up. We're going to fix it. All right, so now I'm ready to add. So I'm gonna add this side and get an answer, and I'm gonna add the other side of my equal sign and get an answer. So let's do that now. Okay, so on this side of my equal sign, all I have left is 5x and x. I'm gonna add those together. And 5x plus 1 more x gives me how many x's? It gives me 6x. Okay? On the other side of my equal sign, I have 4 plus 8, which gives me 12. Now, my problem is not hard anymore because now I have 6x equals 12. I know what x is. 6 times what gives you 12? 6 times 2. So x is 2. But if I want to go through the steps, I can divide both sides of my equation by 6. These 2 will get crossed out. Oh, it keeps on doing that. So let me try to scoot these back over to the problem. Or let's just bring them down. Why not? Let's bring them down. So let's bring you, if you'll come with me, and it's not coming with me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that. delete that one. And let me cross out these right here. So you get crossed out and you get crossed out. And these up here were already crossed out, but I'm gonna cross them out again. Okay, so now we're ready for our answer. Our answer is x equals what again? X equals 2. Okay? Yay, so we found x equals 2. Now that we know what x is, we're not done yet. We need to find out what y is. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do my next step. I solved for the remaining variable. I found out what x was because my y was eliminated. Now I'm going to plug in for the other variable. So x equals 2. I'm going to plug it into one of my equations to find out what y is. Let's plug it into the bottom equation. So x plus 2y equals 8. I'm going to write that again, but I'm going to plug it in. So this time when I write the equation, where I see x, I'm going to plug in what x is. So here is me taking x and plugging in what x is. And we just found x to be 2. So now I'm going to plug in 2. And I have 2 plus 2y equals 8. I want to get x by itself. I'm sorry, I want to get y by itself. So let me go here. Let me make my bridge. Okay. I want to get y by itself. So I'm going to first subtract 2 from both sides because the opposite of 2 is a minus 2. When I do the opposite, I get rid of, remember, you only can get rid of opposites. So now I'm going to cross out here, and I'm going to cross out here. But if I subtract 2 on one side of the equation, you know I got to do the same thing on the other side. So here I am making my problem. I'm going to subtract 2 on the other side. Okay? Now what do I have left? On one side of my equation, I just have that 2y. Bring this up a little bit, guys. Bring it up a little bit. And try to bring you up too, but maybe not. We'll try. Okay, so like I said, I have 2y on this side. And on the other side, I have 8 take away 2, which is 6. And then I know 2 times what gives me 6? 2 times y. 2 times 3. But I'm going to go ahead and do the process. I'm going to divide both sides of my equation by 2. If it's beside, I divide. And that 2 is beside the y, so it gets divided by the y to get rid of it. I'm sorry, it takes a minute. And so when I'm done crossing out u and crossing out u, all I have left is my answer, y equals 6 divided by 2, which of course is 3. Okay, so I got both answers. I got x equals 2 and y equals 3. And that's my answers, okay? If I plug in both x and y into my equations, I'm going to get statements that are true. That took a long time because it was a lot of trying to manipulate the computer. But that was example number 1. All right, real quick, let's do example number 2, and then we'll end the video, and you can tell me if it was helpful or not. And I understand if it's not quite the best way, but I'm trying my best. Okay, so let's try example number 2. I'm gonna give you a minute to try the problem yourself. Okay, we're gonna do it step by step. Question 1. Is the problem elimination ready? The answer is yes, it is elimination ready. I have numbers on one side, I have variables on the other. Okay. Question 2, step 2, find opposites. Do you see opposites? And what are those opposites? Yep, there are opposites. Negative 3x and 3x, those are opposites. So once you find opposites, what do? You cross them out and then you add. So, did you do this? Okay. Now that you've crossed out, you're ready to add. So let's go ahead and get ready to add. So I'm just going to be adding this. Okay. Now I tell my kids this, I say you add unless they say subtract. And so this says 2 plus a negative 4, or you could just say 2 take away 4. 2 take away 4 gives you what? Yep, it gives you a negative 2. So I'm down here. So on one side of my equation, I have a negative 2y. On the other side of the equation, I have 11 take away 19, which gives me a negative 8. Now I'm almost done now, because I'm ready to solve for y. Let's go ahead and solve for y. If it's beside, I divide. That negative 2 is beside the y, I'm going to divide by negative 2. And I'm sorry if I'm simplifying this. I just do it the way I teach it. Okay, if I divide on one side, I got to divide on the other. Let me bring the problem over here so I can see it a little better. So I'm just bringing the problem over here. So negative 2y equals a negative 8. That's my problem now. And if I divide on both sides, I will get from my answer negative 2, negative 8 divided by negative 2 will give me my answer, which is a negative 4. All right, so y equals negative 4. Thanks, you did a good job. I'm sorry I can't finish, my video's about to run out. But y equals negative 4, and when you plug in the other one, you will get the value for x. All right, just try to see if it works. Let me know what you think, and I love you. All right, bye.